Hello friends, welcome to this fourth tutorial of Houdini flip simulation hallway flood scene. So in this video, in last video actually we see that how we can create this kind of flip simulation, and this video I'll show you how we can add foam, bubbles and spray particles with this simulation. So this is flip particles. This is not our general particle system which is available here. You can see this. So to add those particles, what you can use, you can utilize the shelf tool, which is white water. Okay, so as if we play our thing here, it is okay. So now we want to add our white water. So what we can do, we can click on white water and it will ask you for a fluids to generate white water. Okay, so we have our fluids there in the Autotop network, and go inside, and this is our fluid object. Hit enter. It will evaluate, and after that it will create 3 nodes for you, and press L to lay out those properly, and the new nodes will be this: the white water sim, white water source, and there must be the third one. So let's see what this import white water. Okay, so these 3 nodes which is created just now, so just we'll color code that so you can easily find out. Okay, these nodes created. Okay, so let's understand what is this. Like, you can see this this source is actually the fluids which is imported by like object merge. In this object merge, the fluids flip fluid is imported, and after that this is the source of those particles. That particle simulation is here. You can see the dynamics network of those particles. So you can see the solver, white water solver, white water emitter here, and this emitter you can see the similar options from the pop network, so related to the birth, emission group, birth group, life expectancy, like, and variation. This is the lifespan of the particles. Shapes, you can play with the shapes also. Noise, we are not gonna add this for now. Initial velocity, it's very important. Like, sometime you will see that particles will burst, and to control the particle motion and inherent velocity, so you should play with this option. So let's just first see that what these 3 nodes added in our scene. So I will just save this for now, save as a next version, and just hit play. And here you can see these black particles is the particles which is actually generated with this white water simulation. So but this is too much exposing, and you can see that everything is exploding. Okay, so if press W to get the scene view, maybe it's better to visualize the particles. So how I can control those particles, and as you can see that Houdini by default create a cache, so you can scroll back again. Okay, so now I want to control these particles motion, which is very wild. So go to white water simulation and go to emitter, inherent velocity. First we'll play with this. Right now it's inheriting all velocity from the parent particles. So I don't want this. I don't want like 10% of velocity should be go there. So now our particles is in much controlled way. Okay, let me see that whether we have the gravity attached to this, and there is no gravity, I think. So we can add a gravity here, gravity force, and just link this gravity here and click, go back and play it again. So and here you can see that there are bunch of particles emitting with the simulation, but these are actually three separate layer. How you can separate this that also I can show you. So just stop here and just quickly check what is going on inside. So to make things very clear, first we will just turn off the flip particles. So we have this flip fluid here which we turn off. Okay, so we don't have any flip fluids here. This is only the bubbles spray particles. We'll just turn off the this grid also. Turn off, we don't want to see anything, we just want to see this, that's why. Okay, now go back to Houdini water sim, white water sim, and as you can see here, go inside that and select white water solver, and here you can see the foam, spray, bubbles. So these three you can control separately. Okay, so let's say if I want only spray, or let's say if I want only bubbles. Okay, so let's just turn off the spray and turn off the foam. So as you turn off, you can see that immediately your foam only is visible. So this is just only a foam. Okay, and if you enable if you enable the spray, you can, this is your spray. So those are your bubbles actually. Okay, so these three layer we have separately, and so you can render that also separately if you have these three layer in a separate control. So once you render bubbles, you can turn it off, spray and foam, and you can do this for others also. Okay, so with that I created these like these foam, what and spray and bubbles. So let's go back to our scene, and here if I can show you clearly, these white thing you can notice in the scene is actually these particles. So in this it's motion blurred, but with this inside detail is coming from this, like as you can see, this small splashes and these small splashes, and here these as you can see, this detail is coming from this white water simulation. So you can set it up, this simulation, in your scene, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward, you can just use that. Okay, so this is for the white water simulation. With that you can create a spray, bubbles and foam, and in next video I'll show you how we can export these in file cache, and we can reutilize in another Houdini those file cache. So see you in next video. Thank you.